So very good afternoon to all. So we are going to see about power system harmonics, cause for harmonics, or how harmonics is occurring, and what is the problem faced due to this harmonics, and then line commutator rectifiers. So unit number 1, we are going to see all these various topics, like starting with what is called average power, then what is RMS value of a waveform, then we will talk about power factor, then we will talk about harmonics. Then we know that even your source has some impedance and load has some impedance. So then we will see about what is the effect of these impedance. Then AC line current harmonic standards, what is standard is saying that what can be the maximum harmonic level and all. Then next comes the standard ICE, IEEE. Okay, there are two standards which are followed all over the world. Wherever British ruled, they followed IEEE standard. Wherever French they ruled, they followed IEC standard. And IEC they call it as electronic communication, and this is electrical and electronics. Okay. Then behavior of a full wave rectifier for large and small value of capacitance we will see. So I will say only by insertion of this capacitance everything turned to be upside down. We may think capacitance will block AC and it will give pure DC when connected in parallel. Okay, connecting of capacitors plays the major role. Then we will see about continuous conduction mode and discontinuous conduction mode. Then harmonic trap filters, how we are going to trap this harmonic content. Okay, so let us start with the first topic of average power. So before going into this, let us see that diagram which is being drawn there. You have a source, you have a load. I am going to consider a small surface over it. So across that particular surface I am going to see about what is the flow of power. Okay, so the transmission of energy from source to load through a given surface. Yes, so I am taking a small surface. This line I am talking about, at this region I am going to discuss. So with that I am going to discuss my average power. The voltage waveform is given by the source. Okay, so since whenever you talk about voltage, voltage is only from the source. We all know that. Why I am saying this, voltage is with respect to only source side. Okay, we will not talk about voltage with respect to load side. Load side does not decide my voltage. My voltage, when you measure, you will measure at only parallel. So here if you connect, that will be the same voltage. Even if I connect here, there won't be any change in voltage. And source only tells about voltage. We all know, always we used to compare the flow of electron with water. So because to understand, we are unable to see what is voltage, what is current and all, but when you compare it with water, you can clearly understand. Okay, when you compare with water, see if there is, you have built a dam. So you have built the dam, but you need water. Okay, an empty dam is waste. So just a battery without, if you are not charging the battery, if the battery is not charged, then the battery is waste. Okay, so you have to collect water. So you will collect water in dam. When the water level increases, we tell that potential difference is increased, which means one side of the dam has water, another side of the dam does not have water. So one side you have water, one side you don't have water, and if one side water level is increasing with respect to other side, you say potential is increasing. That is what we call it as voltage. So now the wall of the dam is the opening for source. So if you open a small window, small amount of water will flow. If you open a larger window, more amount of water will flow, and the opening depends upon how much water I have. Same case when you talk about a source. So source purely tells about voltage, the amount of voltage. See, I have not talked about current. Please understand, potential difference. One side you have water and one side you doesn't have water. Water is zero, another side water is full between the walls of the dam. So that is how we used to always compare and study between voltage and current. So you have a potential, and this potential is purely depends upon source. That is why we say it as second point, voltage waveform is given by source and the current waveform is determined by the response of the load. So only load will decides the current. not your source. See, you can go and buy a battery from a shop, okay, saying that it is a 12-volt battery, okay. Now without saying amps, if I go and buy the voltage, let us think, your two-wheeler also has 12-volt battery, your car also has 12-volt battery, your lorry also has 12-volt battery, your inverter is also a 12-volt battery. So where all the places voltage remains constant, but what is the difference is the amount of current then it is drawn only by the load. So your scooter required lesser current, so amps is less. Your car requires more current, so your amp rating is more. So who is deciding? Only load is deciding my current, not my source. So source will talk about only voltage and load only can talk about current. So now load is only going to decide about my current. With the source output impedance, then V of t and I of t both depends on characteristics of source and load. But I cannot entirely remove source and just say if I know about the load I can talk the rest. So average power, just by having load I can talk only one, and if my source impedance is 0, but that is not at all possible. I will have source side impedance, so the source side impedance will have some resistance, so there will be some drop, okay. So drop is not purely on load, but drop is based upon the load. That is what the conclusion of this slide. So what is my conclusion of this slide is only load will decide about the current, and I cannot say only load will decide. Some is being decided by the source, which is nothing but source impedance. Now if V of t and I of t are periodic, so here we usually go with the sign, so we take similar case here. Source, let us, I am taking it as sine, okay, which means periodic in nature. So you can express V of t is equal to V naught summation of n1 to 1 to infinity, where Vn cos n omega t minus omega n. So here, since it is periodic, at each and every time n value will change from 1 to infinity, okay. So each and every instant that value is going to change. So that is with respect to cos, okay. So I think you should understand. See, V of t is nothing but V naught plus this V naught is magnitude, this is with respect to angular change. Similarly for I, the period of AC line voltage waveform is defined by t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Now this is playing a major role. You see, the period of the AC line voltage is defined as t. T is nothing but period. Now I am saying it as here period or frequency, whatever you say, both are same, but here we will talk only with respect to capital T, which is equal to 2 pi by omega. The instantaneous power is nothing but V of t into I of t. So you have to multiply this two and can assume both positive and negative values. So this Vn cos omega, In cos omega term will vary both in positive side as well as in negative side. Then energy then flows in both the direction. When it is in positive direction, we assume from source to load, and negative direction we assume it is from load to source. We assume this assumption is because it is periodic, and this is periodic with positive as well as negative wave. So energy then flows in both the direction between the source and the load. It is of the interest to determine the net energy transferred to the load over one cycle. So final our conclusion is, from here itself I told we are going to discuss about the energy transfer. So energy transfer depends upon I, and that I depends upon load. So that is what I am sequence saying. So purely now you might all done your project without deciding load, okay. So you can see what is the flaw, okay, but you have to start only with respect to load. Anything when you do as a project next year also, if you do project without saying load, if you are going on talking with I am going for a flyback converter, I am going for a bidirectional converter, and so on and so on, if you are talking, see all that is waste. Unless otherwise load is not specified, you cannot talk about the current itself. And if you are getting any waveform of current and talking with that particular waveform, then it is utter waste. So that is what is our conclusion here. So this you might have not visualized when you are doing your undergraduate. So that is what I am saying here. So energy then flows in both the direction between the source and the load. It is of the interest to determine the net energy transferred to the load over one cycle, which is nothing but W. It is nothing but energy per cycle is nothing but 0 to t. T is period. So V of t, I of t. Now you can substitute that here. So when you substitute, and average power is, see here I have talked about energy per cycle. So energy per cycle divided by period will give nothing but my average power. That is what I need. This directly related to average power, that is W cycle divided by T, which is nothing but 1 by T. Just within that, before integral I put 1 by T to get average power, that's all. So 1 by T integral 0 to T V of t, I of t dt. So now V of t I know, I of t I know, substituting here. So this is the term V of t, this is the term I of t. Investigating the relation between the harmonic content of the voltage and current waveform, the average power, substituting the Fourier series. So this is what the Fourier series is. So Fourier series will talk about n is equal to 1 to infinity for voltage as well as for current. The integral of the cross product term are 0, and the only contribution to the integral comes from the product of voltage and current harmonics of same frequency. So now what I am concluding is here. So in this equation, let us assume voltage as one frequency and current as another frequency. See how this two variation is occurring, because I is decided only by load, and if load is going to create an harmonics, then this part alone will change and this part will be in fundamental. So if this is in fundamental and this is with respect to with harmonics, then net has become 0. The average power transfer will become 0. That is again the second inference which I am interested to discuss with you. So the integral cross product term are 0. This integral cross product term will become 0 if you have two different frequency. Why I am saying is, integral itself is between 0 to t, and if this t value changes between the two, the net will become 0. So whenever you have V in fundamental and I in with respect to some harmonics, and if fundamental is missing, it will become 0. If fundamental is there, that fundamental and this voltage alone will be the average power transferred. All other power will be wasted. Okay. So your average power from the input to the output transfer only will be the common term in voltage and current. That is the conclusion. If you are generating third harmonic in current, simultaneously you have to try to make the third harmonic component in V. So try to make this third harmonic in V, then only you will have that power transferred, otherwise it will not be there. Okay. So therefore the average power is given by V naught I naught plus integration summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity Vn In2 divided by cos of theta n minus phi n. So here what is the conclusion is, if n and m, n I have told for voltage and m I have told for current. N here it denotes your the frequency numbers, what and all frequency number you have, and m here indicates what and all the number you have here. So if this n and m are not same, then your term will become 0. Integral will result in 0. So integral will produce a value only if n and m are same. So only that part is I am taking here. So that is I have taken here. So Vn In by 2 cos of this term alone will be there. Assumption is you have n and m are equal. So I have put an n here as well as n here. So net energy is transmitted to the load only when Fourier series of V of t and I of t contain the terms as the same frequency. For example, if V of t and I of t both contain third harmonic, then the net energy transmitted at the third harmonic frequency with average power is equal to, just put 3 here, that's all. So V by 3, I by 3 by 2 cos of this is with respect to V and this is with respect to I. This is nothing but the angular difference between them. Usually uh, the angular difference will be there between V and I. So that is term here. Now when you will have zero average power, so this is what we say. So if you are taking from a source where you don't have any harmonics on voltage, and if something is being created by current, then what will happen? The voltage contain fundamental only, while the current contain third harmonic only. It can be seen that the instantaneous power waveform has to zero average value, and hence power average is zero. Energy circulate between the source and load, but over one cycle net energy transferred to the load is zero. So there will be only circulating value and there won't be any power which will be transferred to the load. So this is the issue. So this is what is happening. See how I am getting this waveform is, now when you compare this is I and this is V. So when I compare this portion gets cancelled and only this portion will come into picture, that I have drawn. And here you can see till this magnitude it becomes zero, magnitude beyond this will be there, so that has been written. Okay, similarly cutting off and this edge alone will be there, that I have drawn. Similarly here cutting totally zero, so I have drawn zero. Here similar way to this side, I have got this side just represented in forward direction. This will become like this. So this is the net waveform. See at any instant if you take average, see if when you take average here, this part is not there in negative part, so 0. This part is not there in positive part, 0. Again this two part, they don't have any negative term, 0. This two part doesn't have any positive term, so total becomes average power is equal to 0. Okay, if so voltage and current each contain only third harmonics and are in phase. So here V and I are in phase, so then net energy transmitted at the third harmonic frequency will be 0.5. So 0.5. So with this if you take average, it will be 0.5. So average power will be 0.5, which is transferred to the load. The voltage contain, if so let us assume that voltage contain fundamental third and fifth, and the current containing fundamental fifth and seventh. The result will be only fundamental and fifth, all other term will get vanished. So if voltage contain fundamental third, where third is missing in current, and fifth, and here you third is missing but 7 is there, again this 7 is not there in V, so this 7 and this third will get vanished. So net energy transmitted at the fundamental and fifth harmonic. So when you substitute here, you can see for when you write for fundamental it is 0.2, and this is for 0.3, and this is for 0.5 fifth harmonic. Similarly here, so what happens is the net will become 0.32, which we have written as average power. So this will be the power which is being transferred. So this is what with respect to average power. Let us move on to the next one, which is called root mean square, that we call it as RMS. The RMS value of the periodic waveform V of t, you might have studied some other equation, so we will slightly deviate here. So we see here RMS value is square root of 1 by t 0 to t v square dt. Again this v square we can substitute v naught square plus summation of n is to vn by 2. So this is for RMS value of voltage. Similarly RMS value of current. Inference is the presence of harmonic in a waveform always increase the RMS value. So in this equation we can clearly see the number of terms is deciding. So n is equal to 1, which is fundamental, n is equal to 2 second harmonic, n is equal to 3 third harmonic, n is equal to 4 fourth harmonic, and n is equal to 5 fifth harmonic. So what is the RMS value? RMS value is purely depends upon the harmonics. So if the number of harmonics order increases, automatically your RMS value will increase. Increase in RMS value has so many issues. So that is what we see here. The presence of harmonics in a waveform always increase the RMS value. In particular case where the voltage contain only fundamental while the current contain harmonics, then the harmonic increase the RMS value of current while leaving the average power unchanged. This is undesirable because harmonics do not lead to net delivery of energy to load, yet the increase in undesirable because the harmonics do not lead to net delivery of energy to load, yet they increase the RMS square R, which is nothing but this I square R loss in the system. So when the RMS is increasing, because harmonics, since harmonics does not allow the power to grow to load, automatically the circulating should be in the order of loss, which is nothing but heat generated. So I like to conclude that you can see average power depends on what? That average power, if the harmonic content increases, what happens? RMS increases. If RMS increases, what happens? Again the power is not delivered to the load, so automatically there should be any circulating. This circulating is nothing but that is going to increase IRMS square R loss, which is nothing but power loss. So this will occur only because of some series connected fellows. In practical system, series resistance always exists in source, load, transmission wires, which leads to unwanted power loss obeying the expression of RMS current square into R. Okay, RMS current square into R. So that is what so again example of such losses element are in series of AC. So where and all you can feel this series resistance. I have told series resistance, where and all it is there everywhere. You can see here resistance of generator winding, resistance of wire connecting the source and load, resistance of transformer winding, resistance of semiconductor devices. This is a major fellow because he is not at all a conductor, so you will have more amount of resistance. So more of an amount of resistance, so more amount of loss. And the magnetic winding and the switching converters. So magnetic winding in switching converters is nothing but the inductors what you use. Then next is not only because of series resistance, parallel resistance also increase the losses, because see this is something circulating. It has to circulate both in series term as well as in parallel. So if it is in parallel, loss will be in the terms of RMS voltage square divided by R shunt. So again this is also there. So whenever you draw a power converter, in a power converter circuit, you will have both serial as well as parallel connections. If you remember the circuit for a boost converter, where you will have series connected inductor, parallel connected switch, so you will have even parallel resistance also, and that resistance also leads to loss. Next comes your third term, which you are going to see today, which is more interesting, power factor. Usually whenever you ask any fellow to tell about what is power factor, they will say in power equation you have cos phi, this cos phi is power factor. But let us view in with respect to MRRC. So power factor purely depends upon your average power divided by RMS. So more average power, so you have to have more average power. I will say when you will have more average power, when both the terms in V and I are same. If you have third harmonics, fifth harmonic, seventh harmonic, same should be there. And whenever the RMS value increases, then power factor will come down. So that is the result that you have to infer. So power factor purely depends upon the RMS voltage and current. If this RMS voltage and current increases, power factor will come down. So power factor is a figure of merit that measures how effectively energy is transmitted between the source and the load. It is measured by average power divided by RMS voltage into RMS current. So the power factor is always a value between 0 and 1. The ideal case, unity power factor occur for a load that obey Ohm's law. In this case, voltage and current waveform have the same shape, contain same harmonic spectrum and are in phase. So power factor, we can deal power factor in two different cases, case 1 and case 2. In case 1 we say linear resistive load. So whenever you have linear resistive load, what happens? Whenever you have dynamically varying load or non-linear resistive load, okay, assume that we are going for non-sinusoidal voltage itself, but with linear resistance. So what happens is I is equal to Vn by R. Theta and theta omega both are same, because we have told they are in phase. So they are in phase means they are equal. So if they are equal, then this term will become 1. So the equation becomes I is equal to Vn by R. So the RMS voltage is given by RMS. We know that it is square root of V0 plus the summation. Similarly, we know for current. So now when you are writing current equation, so see, this is RMS voltage equation we know. Now what I am going to do is, similarly for this RMS voltage I will write RMS current, but I will substitute this for this value there. Instead of I will put Vn by R. So that is what we have done here. So just first I have written RMS of current. Now instead of this I have substituted here, and similarly for I have substituted. So the net result is 1 by R. So here RMS current is nothing but 1 by R, only depends upon resistance. So none other term, then there is no chance for this RMS to increase or anything. So obviously I will have more power factor, or that is the case in case of resistive load. So that is what is happening. So power average will become V0 I0 summation of Vn In, where this V0 by R, so this I have concluded it is 1 by R, that is IRMS is equal to 1 by R. Now substitute this here. So instead of this V0 I am substituting 1 by R. So it will become V square by 1 by R into summation of Vn. This again, this In term will go, it will become 1 by R. So finally I am concluding is, again it is nothing but 1 by R of RMS voltage alone. So RMS voltage of alone divided by R is power average when you are going for linear resistive load. So this linear resistive load, that is the case. So you will have unity power factor. Whereas when you go for non-linear dynamic load, the harmonic causes the load to draw more RMS current from the source, but not more average power. Increasing the current harmonic does not cause more energy to be transferred. All this we have seen. That is what we have seen in today's class. So harmonics causes load to draw more RMS current. So due to harmonics, more RMS current. If more RMS current, less average power. So increase in current harmonic does not cause more energy to transfer. Why? RMS average is reduced. So if average is reduced, transferring to load will come down. Okay, but does cause additional losses. So it is from source, it is not transferred to load. So what happened? It should be in the form of loss. Also the presence of load dynamics and reactive elements, which causes the phase of the fundamental component of voltage and current to differ, where in last case we told this both are same, that became 1, cos theta became 1, but now this term is not, will not be equal to 1, so it will reduce the power factor. So that is what we are saying here. Power average is equal to V1 I1 by 2 cos theta 1 minus cos theta 1. Then RMS current value we know. Then power factor is nothing but average power divided by IRMS value. You put this two term here. So by merging this two factor, I get power factor as I1 by root 2 divided by this term, and this term is called distortion factor, and this is called displacement factor. So displacement factor is how much they are differing in phase, so that is called displacement, and this is called distortion factor. This value, if this value is maximum, then harmonics is minimum. If this term is reducing, then harmonics will increase. So that is will be the conclusion today. So THD, total harmonic distortion, is defined as the ratio of RMS value of the waveform not including the fundamental. So just remove the fundamental and write the remaining part. So in this equation, just remove this fundamental term. This is fundamental term. Just remove this fundamental term. Remaining term you write it. Then that becomes your THD. So you might have told so many formulas till date, but I think now you will come to a conclusion. What is THD? THD is very simple. Remove the fundamental. Write the remaining part of the RMS current. RMS current. So I think now you are even much more clear with RMS current. RMS current is nothing but fundamental with summation of all harmonics. So that is why we call it as RMS. So this is what is THD is. Remove the fundamental, write the remaining part, that is called your total harmonic distortion. So hereafter if you ask what is total harmonics, it is nothing but square root of all RMS current without considering the fundamental RMS value. So distortion factor is equal to, it is reverse of your THD, so it is 1 by square root of 1 plus THD. So this, if this THD term is increasing, distortion factor will come down. If this distortion factor is increasing, THD will come down. So this is the graph between a distortion factor versus total harmonic distortion. So when total harmonic distortion is increasing, obviously your distortion factor will come down. So if you have maximum distortion factor, then THD will be less. So with this we will stop today, but just for an example, next class or continuation I am saying. So we will just take a diode rectifier. In diode rectifier alone, see, I am putting a source, putting a diode rectifier, putting a capacitor and a resistor. Only by just a diode rectifier and capacitor itself, I am able to generate THD of 136. We might have done a project and saying that harmonics I have reduced to 13%, 20% and so on, even 5. But just by putting this diode rectifier with an high value of capacitance, it is more sufficient. This capacitance is more sufficient to create harmonics of value of 136% with distortion factor of 59. Okay, so this is the conclusion. So with this we will stop today for our discussion. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.